So I'm going to tell you that tonight I'm going to be working with the concept of there in the middleness. Okay, so that is the idea behind equanimity, which is one of the sequences. If you've ever noticed the Journey into Power poster back there, equanimity is the balancing sequence, right? Eagle, all that good stuff. So they're in the middleness, but equanimity is a concept as well. So we'll be finding our middleness on our mats this evening as we work together. So go ahead and begin in child's pose, and be sure that you really tune in your listening this evening, because there may be a few calls and transitions and things for you to take a moment, take your time, or for you to speed up and move. So just be sure to be right here, very present together. Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and exhale it out. Good. Another one. Fill up through the nose, then blow that air out. Good. Take one more here. Inhale, empty out. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and pop up. Take some movement here, especially if you've been seated for any part of your day. Stretch out your legs, your hips, your shoulders and neck. Yeah, I love to see you walk it out, y'all. Now, bring that ujjayi breath in. Inhale through the nose. Push it out through the nose. Yeah, make some noise tonight. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now rise up on your toes. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Step to the head of your mat. Ragdoll. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, create that rhythm of breath right away. And then push it out. Go ahead. Let your shoulders and neck drop toward the floor a lot. Come to the center of your mat. Press your heels straight down. On your inhale, rise up through the middle so your spine comes up, one vertebrae on top of the next, then reach overhead for extended mountain. Pause here in this big, tall, mountainous pose. Bend your knees a bit, soften through the knees, and stack your shoulders right over your hips. Good. Now, take your gaze to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Set an intention for yourself, an I am statement. Knowing that whatever you create, whatever your I am creation is, that is the experience you are setting yourself up to have here. So choose, be purposeful, and we'll seal everyone's intentions together with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. High plank and pause. Pausing your high plank here. Pull your belly muscles in and up through the center of the body. Good. Now turn your elbows up toward the front of the mat. Nice, Joe. Yeah, rotate through the elbows and the shoulders a bit here tonight. Notice that sensation as your blades come together. Pull in. Low plank. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take 3 big breaths like you are excited to be breathing tonight. Beautiful. On the last breath, rise up on your toes. Bend at your knees. Move to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain. Come up high. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. High plank to low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take 3 big breaths. set your gaze. On the last breath, come up high on your toes, stretch out your feet, bend your knees, come to the head of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold, extended mountain, forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, go to low push-up. Yes, then upward facing and down dog. 3 big old breaths here, let your body rise, and then fall. Yes, really good, y'all. Keep the breath moving. Rise up on your toes, bend at your knees, move to the head of your mat, halfway lift, breathe in, exhale, bow, extended mountain, exhale, fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, blow it out, move to the head of your mat, halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, Utkatasana, and pause. Good. Now rotate, the inner thigh muscles, right, inward. Your knees might come a little closer together. That's okay. Or you step your feet a little wider and then pull the leg muscles in. You might feel that up through the outer hips. Nice. Now take a breath in, sit 2 inches lower. There you go. 1 breath, forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, upward facing to down dog, right foot forward, warrior 1. Good. Now stay here. Come low in the front knee to let your pelvis and the whole center of your body line up with the center of the mat. Good. Now turn the left hip forward. There it is, Christina. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Go warrior 1. Now use that same sense of middleness. Pull the right hip forward, send the left hip back. Good. Now shoulders back as you reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. Move to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, and fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Take 1 breath now. Get up there and then go. Chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. 1 breath up, then exhale down. Don't make it perfect. It's okay. Up dog and down dog. Take just 1 breath in, empty out, come to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, breathe hard, in, push it out, bow, halfway lift, chaturanga. This is the awakening, folks. Up dog and down dog. Right side, warrior 1. Go. Look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing and down dog. Then left foot comes forward and go. Reach. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog and downward facing. Take a big breath together. Empty it out. Come to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. And fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Keep your head right above the neck. Yes, chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. There in the middleness. You are there in the middle. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out here, y'all. Take a big breath and let it go. Yeah, really good. Lift the right leg up. Go ahead, take some hip circles here. So bend your lifted knee a lot. Lead with the knee and take some circular motion there. Open the hip up. See how high you can kick your foot while you're up there. Nice. Yeah, even higher. Reach for it now and then flip your dog. There you go. Nice. Yeah, Megan, you're really close. Open up that shoulder. Yeah. Take a look. Set your drishti, your gaze, right through the center. Wherever your gaze lands, let it be right there and stay. Take one more breath in. Then right side plank. Yeah, stabilize yourself however you need to. So sailor, pull the front ribs in towards center. Stabilize through the core. Yeah, right in here. Pull in, press down. There you go, girl. Take one more breath, everybody. Exhale, chaturanga. Whoop, sorry, sailor. Upward facing to down dog. Lift the left leg up, bend your knee. Take a few hip circles here. Yeah, coming all the way through the middle. Allow your knee to hit like a middle point, almost like a pause in the middle, like you pause between your inhale and exhale. Good. Now kick it up high and drop into flip dog. Keep that ujjayi breath going as a way to stabilize you here. Good. Take one more big inhale, reach long, and then left side plank. Yeah, here the front ribs and the inner belly muscles help to support you. Yeah, and if you've got that space, I see you, Harold, lifting the top leg. If it's ready to float, go ahead, lift your top leg up and take one more breath in. Exhale your way to chaturanga. Good. Up dog, downward facing dog. Take a big breath together in. Let it go. Lift the right leg up behind you. Step through crescent lunge on the right. Good. Now here, we're going to take a few dips here. So go ahead, get yourself nice and low through the pelvis and reach the arms straight up overhead. See if your shoulders are right over your hips. If you feel like you're back or forward, bring yourself to that stable position of shoulders over hips. You might take a cactus arm to get that, right? Sometimes arms overhead forces us forward or back. So go ahead, take the stable pose and dip your back knee down, tap. Ah, good. Lift up. Exhale, tap. 2 more times. In and down. Ah, good. Inhale and tap. Come up. Inhale, twist right, go. Take a few breaths here in the twist. And feel free to take the arm expression that works for you here. So you can pull your belly in and lift your chest up. Nice, Dana. I see you work it. Get curious about where you can create space for breath so you can stay and twist through the middle. One more inhale. Fill it up. Empty it out. Good. Warrior 2. Good. Drop the pelvis low. Yeah, root down through the ball mounds of the big toes. Nice, y'all. Extended side angle. And listen here. Take a bind if that's available to you, a half bind, full bind. But get really super low in the front knee. So you might creep your foot forward. Yeah, bend low, sink low, because this next transition, spoiler alert, is not a chaturanga, all right? So stay right here and get low in your lunge. Lift the sides of your belly up all the way. Good. Lizard lunge on the right, y'all. Go ahead and just kind of circle down and plant right here. Yeah, look at you. You all knew where you were going. Now take your right hand, open up that right hip and reach high. There you go. Yeah, you might take a bind up there too if that feels good. You can wrap it around. Now, can you drop your pelvis even lower to the ground? Stretch out the hip. Take one more breath in. Then go to your chaturanga from here. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Inhale up. Just a little sense of opening, right? And can you stay mentally centered as you sink low? Get into the muscles of your legs here. Nice. Yeah, I've seen some of you go not this low in a long time. This is so good. You ready for your knee taps? Here we go. We got 4. So take your breath in. On the exhale, dip low. Good. Inhale up. On the exhale, tap. Up and down. One more. Up and down. Now the inhale, then the twist left. Go for it. Few breaths here. Nice. I see that baby toe really anchored down through the baby toe ball mount, Amanda. See if you can get the whole bridge of your foot down in the back there, girl. Yes. Yes. There you go. Ooh, we got some arm binds happening tonight. Cool. Take a breath in. Twist it out. Warrior 2. Keep your breath moving. Again, that's part of your center, your stability. Extended side angle. Breathe and anchor yourself down. Good. Now take that arm bind on the top. If that's there for you, go ahead. If you're working that space, go ahead and use your hips or your pelvis to help you anchor as you twist toward the ceiling. Yeah, lift the sides of the body up. Take a breath in. Twist yourself open. There you go, Caitlin. One more breath, everybody. Now take your lizard lunge on this side. Go low. Stretch out the front side of your right hip here and then twist open. Take that. Yeah, take that look up to the ceiling. Nice. If you want to stretch out your back leg even more, drop your toes, push down on the mat. One more breath. Then chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Go ahead, y'all. Pedal it out. Shake your head. Say ha. Yeah, ha. Rise on your toes. Bend your knees. Come to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Breathe in. Twist to the right. Go. Breath in. Stay for the twist. One more time. Breathe and twist. Chair pose. Rise up. Twist to the left. 2 breaths here. In and out. Next one. Go in and out. Chair pose. Forward fold. Wrap your fingers around your big toes. Shake it out. Yeah, set your gaze here. Go ahead. See that space, that upside down gaze between your legs. All right, rise up, chair pose. Breathe in. We'll just do 1 breath on each side now. Go ahead, twist right. Full breath in. Twist it out. Chair pose up. Twist left. Breath here in and stay. Good. Chair pose. Forward fold, gorilla, palms under your toes. Really press down, right? I say the bridge of your foot. That's the ball mounds of your big toes and that whole space there behind your toes. Press that out and really smear it on your hands like you're trying to make your hands wider. Yeah, really press down there on the front parts of your feet. Okay, crow pose, go. Just for 5. Good. 4. Deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. All right, Brian, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Breath here together in. Let it go. Rise on your toes. Bend your knees. Jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, eagle on the right. Here we go. To the actual balance equanimity section. Can you find the center, your center, not just physically, but mentally? Step down and switch. Eagle on the left. Step down and switch. Eagle to the right. Eagle to the left. Deep full breath in. Rise up to stand. Leg raise on the right. Push the heel forward. Inhale. Open up to the right. Gaze to the left. Yeah, shift the weight in your standing foot so that you've got core activation going up through your abdominal muscles there, the center of the body. Breathe in. Come back through center. Take airplane. Ooh, some of you are using the hand binds or arm binds. Some of you've got hands on your hips as a self-assist. I see you. Good, now take half moon. See if you can lift away from your support, right? If you've got a block or the floor there, see if you can lift your torso up and away. One more breath. Rise up to stand. Take the leg raise on the left. Yeah, just this breath, this pulse. Now open up to the left, gaze to the right. Come back through center, airplane. Good, Megan. Drop your left hip a little bit toward the floor. There you go. Now lift the right shoulder up. There you go. Full force flying airplane. Keep that. Open the hip, half moon. Can you bring some lift all the way from the floor? Lift your legs up, both legs up. Lift your torso up. You got it, Lynn. It's okay. Use that support and press down, everybody. Take one more breath in and rise up to stand. Come to the head of the mat for dancer on the right. Bring your gaze right away. Set that spot, that gaze, your focus. Step down and switch, dancer to the left. And if you find yourself thinking this should be different, I wish it were different, or judging anything about your posture right now, go ahead, take a breath in, let that go, and step down and switch. Take it on the right now. Just keep your gaze steady and reach toward the middle, right? Just reach toward the middle, constantly bringing yourself to the middle. Good. Step down, switch, take it over to the left now. I saw that reach. Some of you are reaching really long today. Full extension. Bring it. Yeah, bring it. Take up the whole mat here. One more inhale. And then rise up to stand for tree pose on the right. Yeah, pace yourself. Pace your breath. Step down, switch over to the left. Bring your standing foot and your lifted foot and your standing leg. Press them together. Standing leg presses back into the lifted foot. That's bringing to the center. I see you, David. Keep going. Breath in. Stay right here. Good. One more. Yeah. And both feet to the head of the mat. Rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, triangle pose. Allow yourself to breathe, to lift up away from the mat. And it might be an actual physical lift. Yeah, so that both shoulders, right, are in line. Nice, Jordana. Can you lift up even more, even more? There you go. Yeah, that top hand reaches higher. Take one more breath. Side facing, wide leg forward, fold. Take your gaze right between your feet here in this fold. And if you want to take your hands on the back of your head to really lengthen out your neck here, get your spine to be really long all the way to the neck, you can do that. No, you can do that. Like a gentle weight on the back of your head. Good. Rise up. Namaste. Front facing, forward fold. Breath in to lift your torso. Exhale to lengthen the torso as you go forward. Yeah, push the tailbone back and down. So there's a softening that happens as you push the hips toward the back of the mat. Yes, like that. Yeah, you might put your hands there. Yeah, if you're like Dana, working the split, really good. Lift the sides of the body up to give yourself some space. Yeah, beautiful. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, twisting triangle or twisting split. There you go, Amanda, giving yourself space. Love that. Work it. Nice. Can you, Amanda, push the front hip forward, the right hip a little bit forward? Now hug the front ribs in, everybody. Good. Some of you are taking flight. That's perfectly great. Go ahead and take it if it's there for you. Lift that back leg up. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, high to low plank. Reset. Upward facing dog to inhale. Down dog to exhale. Left foot forward. Triangle pose. Here you go. Ujjayi. On the inhale, lift your upper body. Good. Peter, can you turn your back foot so that your hips are square? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. A little more stable, right? A little more stability there. Yeah. Good. Now, everybody pull your front ribs in toward the middle. Ooh, you all got taller. Good. One more breath in. Side facing, wide leg forward fold. Take some movement here if that moves you on Monday. Go ahead. Some lunges or hops and inversions. If you're taking movement, give yourself that pause as you move through the center. Pause in the middle and then move to the other side. Yeah, be intentional and purposeful. Good. If you're in an inversion, make your way back to the mat, feet on the floor, nice and controlled. Everybody else come through the middle, rise up. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Here we go. In. On the exhale, long through the torso. Yeah, and if you're in that split posture, go ahead and stay tall. Upper body up, lower body grounds down. Nice. Now, Suze, can you push your left hip back? There it is, and lift the left shoulder up. Yeah, work that bind. There you go. Everybody take a breath and twist over to the left. There you go. Now take deep breaths here, full breaths, so that you can really move the spine here. If you're going to lift, go for it. I see you taking space. Shift your weight to the front foot and go. Nice. Root down through the big toe there, Susan. You've got it. Nice. Take a breath, everybody. In. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in together. Go ahead. Let it out. Nice. Roll on out to your high plank. Lower all the way down, locust pose. When you get there, pop on up. Now envision your whole body as one long line that's taking up the whole mat, and your arms as wings, right? Locusts are creatures with wings. So go ahead and lift your wings up, or root your fingertips down. Just lift the shoulders. Think of the shoulders as your wings. There you go. Nice. Take a breath. On the exhale, come down. Take a breath on the mat with your cheek down. Let it go. And then lift up again. Second locust pose. Take a bind here. If your shoulders are already in open for that, go ahead. Take a bind with a strap. Yeah, or you can interlace your fingers and push the knuckles back. Good. One more breath. Then come down. Reach back for floor bow. Grab your ankles and go. I'm going to encourage you to take movement through the center of the body. So that might be a rock from forward and back. There you go, Natasha, already bringing it. Or you can go side to side. Just make sure you've got the center muscles engaged as you move. Yeah, it takes core to take that movement. Nice. Good, y'all. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, come down. Breath on the mat. Clear it out. Then lift up second floor bow. Nice. Can you root down through the hip points? Yeah, root the hip points down, the front ribs down, and then lift everything else up. Go ahead, kick back for it. Take a breath and come down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Really good. Breathe. Let it go. Camel pose. If ever you've been stacked up, begin with a nice stacked pelvis over knees, ribs over the pelvis to begin, and then explore and express. Yeah, you can certainly use your hands as a support here, whether it's on the low back or on the ankles or the floor. Or blocks. You could have blocks behind you, give you some lifts. Good. One more breath. Empty it out. Rise up, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Let your spine be long. Yeah, set your gaze right behind you. Second camel. Here you go. Yeah, the heart openers have a tendency to bring up feels or allow us to be open or force us to be open. Depends on your perspective, I suppose. Give yourself an opportunity to let go of the chatter in your mind about it and just experience what's here. Yeah, allow yourself to be in the middle of it, leaving either extreme to the side. Just be right here for one more breath. You got it. Empty it out and then take downward facing dog. Bridge pose. Grab a block if you've got a block. If you don't have a block, you could probably use a water bottle or something similar. Something you can squeeze between the thighs, right around the knee area or inner thighs. Yeah, and if you don't have anything to squeeze, that's okay. You're going to act like you have that thing to squeeze. Good. Dave, can you rotate your block to the medium setting? Yep, you got it. There we go. Good. Press down into the center of both heels, straight down to the mat. Now pull your front ribs in towards center. That space right under the ribs where the diaphragm lives, pull that in. Good. Now breathe. Stay right there. Really good. If you're going to wheel, go for it now. See if you can hold the block. It's not a big deal if you can't. Just see if you can. Keep the block in the middle. Right. Good. Take a breath, everybody. And then come on down. If you dropped your block, feel free to grab it and play around with it. Put it back and try again. Here we go. Wheel number 2. Press down, lift up. Yeah, and again, if you don't have that prop, just focus on inner thighs to the center. Support you. Take a breath in, then come down on the exhale. Here comes number 3. Press down, rise up, and go. Squeeze in, lift up. There you go. Yes, create some height between you and the mat. Good. One more breath and come down. Here comes number 4. Press, lift, breathe, and go. Rise up, squeeze in. Yeah, you might come on your toes. That's okay. Explore that. Press down and then come on down. Here comes wheel number 5. Press into the feet, lift yourself up and go. Yeah, see what's here. There you go, Kara. Good. Take a breath in and come down. Here comes the last one, y'all. Last one. Press, lift, and get some air between you and the mat tonight. Here we go. Good. Stay. Let it out. Yeah, you can let sound out. You can let breath go for 3. Hug in. 2 and 1. Everybody come on down for Supta Baddha Konasana. Yeah, bring the soles of your feet to the center. And let your breath go. Ha, ha, ha. Happy baby or dead bug pose. Set your gaze straight up ahead of you. Now press your feet to the center, all the way up to the ceiling. Legs nice and long here. Listen carefully. I'm going to switch up stability a little bit tonight. So listen, this is just as much for me as it is for you as far as the listening, because I'm watching you. I'm listening with you to see how this works out. So go ahead, drop your right leg halfway to the mat. Good. Now pull your belly muscles in. Good. Can you cross the left leg over across the body? Bring it over here like scissors, just long legs. Good. Now come back through the middle. Switch your legs, left leg down. Good. Now cross again. Ha. Good. Come back through the middle. Can you keep your hips rooted as you do this? Go at your pace. Yeah. It's tricky. One hip wants to lift up as you cross. I see you, Suzette. Work it, woman. Yeah. Keep going. See if you can keep both hips rooted for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Nice, Taylor. And 1. Come through the middle, both legs up. Lower them both a third of the way to the mat. Good. And another third lower. There you go. Stay right here. Pull the belly and lift your shoulders. I see you, Amanda. Good. Take one more breath. Pull your knees into your chest from here. Give yourself a good squeeze. And now come up to boat pose. Rock up and down. Whole spine. Rock up and down. Get your whole spine back and forth on the mat. And then land up on the sit bones. Now, in your boat pose, in your Navasana, can you lift your right foot? Drop the left foot. There you go. Now switch. Yes, like ninjas, y'all. Really good. Purposeful. Switch it up. Good. Keep doing that at your pace. Keep your breath going, but purposeful lifting and tapping for 5. Good. 4. Yeah. 3. Ooh, yeah. 2 and 1. Right side half pigeon. Oh, y'all, we're ready for that. Nice and stable tonight. It's a testament to you and your focus, you and your practice, to be unfazed no matter what's going on around you or within you. It's not always what's going on outside of us that makes us bothered. Plenty of times it's what's going on within us. And that is the beauty of a yoga practice, that you can take it and do it anywhere, no matter what's going on around you or inside of you. It's a constant practice of shifting your vision, coming back to the middleness, equanimity. Go ahead and switch your pigeon over to the left. Keep your breath strong and steady here. As part of your tools, we use that Ujjayi breath to help fire us up, that victorious breath to fire you up, get you going. And you can use it here to help you ease into a sense of softening. Now that you are warm and more malleable, usually one of the things that's holding us back is that whatever is going on within us. So go ahead and use your breath here to help you settle and receive. Right side half pigeon. Yeah, you can take cow face tonight, right? If your hips are in more of that space tonight. So if you're going for a cow face, stack your knees up over top of each other, but anchor down, whether you're in the pigeon or the cow, anchor both sit bones down, both of your hips. And if you have to lean to kind of start off there, go ahead. Yeah, I see you, Megan, rock a little. Yeah, find the center and then operate from the center. And then if you want to take an arm bind, bring it in, you can do that. If your shoulders are needing a little extra love tonight, feel free to choose an arm expression that will help ground and center you through this opening sequence. Go ahead and switch over to the left now. And if you took an arm bind, feel free to change up the grip, or if you're changing the sides of it, do that. Nice. Yeah. Keep the breath going. Frog pose. In the studio, turn so your head is closer to the windows. If you're in your own virtual space with us, make sense of your space and go for it. And then from right here, the beginning of the posture, can you bring in an impartial view, an impartial experience? Being in a complete space of observation, of curiosity as you create the shape with your body. That is the practice of mindfulness, right? Observation as the experience. the noticing. That is like the center, right? The central mind that comes from the middle. Take one more breath here. Go ahead and empty it out. Come back to a seat on the mat for seated single leg extension on the right. Really tuck the left foot in here. Create like you feel that, right? A connection between the right leg and the left foot. And then wake up your left toes. Not just the extended toes, the left toes. Yeah, maybe wiggle them, bring them to life a little bit on the inside there. Good. Now take 3 full breaths in and out. Good. 2 more. Let them be deep and full. Then gate pose. Press down the left hand. Reach the right arm up and over. Go ahead, lift your hips off the mat. There you go. Yeah, beautiful, Lynn. You got it. Take a breath and come on down for leg extension to the left now. Switch it up. Three full breaths in and out. Good. 2 more. Yeah, last one together. Clear the space, then take gate pose here. Root down with the right hand, left arm up overhead. Take it, Harold. I know it's one of your favorites. Breathe it in, everybody. And come on down for a seated forward fold. Both legs forward. Reach high. Exhale, hinge. Yeah, and pull the chin in towards your throat. Let your head and neck drop. Nice, Peter. Yeah, good, Dana. See if you can push the center of both heels forward. Lead with the heels here. Yeah, and then Sierra, pull the outer edges of your feet towards your face, the outer edges, like toes up. Yeah, there you go. But the outer edges, peel your feet open. What happens to the legs there when you do that, right? Yeah. I know. What are those? Good. Take one more breath, everybody. Let it all go. Reverse table, reverse plank. Press up, lift up. We'll take 3 big breaths here. Deep exhale out. Good. 2 more. On the last breath, lift your chest high. Empty it out. Come on down to the mat and give yourself that inversion, right? So it could be shoulder stand, or if you're working a headstand practice, handstands, go for it. Create a sense of lift in your body. Know that you've got 2 ends here, a part of the body that's grounded to the floor, to the mat, and the part that's lifted up toward the ceiling. And then you root down in the middle, right between. That's the balance. That's the connection between the part of you that is firmly planted on the ground and that part of you that floats up high in the sky. Yeah, put your attention on the middle, your foundation. If you're in a shoulder stand, go ahead, drop your toes for plow. If you're in an inversion, take another breath or a hop. And then make your way to a child's pose. Plows, go ahead, bend the knees for deaf man's pose. Let yourself settle right here. And then everybody make your way spine to the mat, really easy, gentle. And once your spine's down, pull your knees in towards your chest. Take a few circles here on the low back. And then switch direction of the circles. And drop your knees over to the left, your gaze over your right shoulder, supine twist. Recognizing that stretch between the left and the right, and then there you are right in the center. Go ahead and switch directions of your twist. And come back through the center for Supta Baddha Konasana. You may have your hands on the center of your body, one over your heart or your navel. Or your hands and arms might be outstretched, allowing your chest to be open toward the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Go ahead, let it out. Stretch out for Shavasana or curl up. This is a time for rest, a time to receive, to just be right here. Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and exhale, let it go. Equanimity is the art of meeting life as it meets you, calmly, without drama or fuss. It's the way out of frustration and into the light. Living in the light, there's a brightness and a creativity. An inner revolution is not about taking control. Control has no real healthy place in our lives and only robs us of our serenity. We think we change things by taking charge, by grabbing the bull by the horns. But if you think about it, grabbing a bull by the horns would be a crazy thing to do. We change by finding equanimity and learning to relax right in the middle of conflict-filled moments. Bring some gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a full body stretch and a deep breath. And make your way over to your side for infant's pose. Pull your knees up towards your chest. As you give yourself a sort of embrace here on your side. Know that you have all of the tools within you to find and create equanimity, to meet life as it meets you. Come on up to an easy seat. On an inhale, reach both arms up overhead. On an exhale, bring your hands to heart. We'll close this practice this evening with the power of 3 ohms together. Breathe in. Breath in, breath out. Lift your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming together and doing the work, getting sweaty, being present with each other, and sharing your practice with me. Together we bow, we honor each other. Thank you so much, y'all.